Okay guys, today on Just Winging It, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip that I didn't find. I had to find out myself. Today we have the 3500 Ram on, and we're going to do an oil change on it. Now everything else is basic. You change the oil, drop it out the pan, you change the filter. 2 filters on this truck. One's way up under here, the water separator. We're going to be changing that. And we're going to change the actual fuel filter. But what I want to talk about is the oil filter. Everything I looked at when I first got this truck was telling me you had to go in the top and take a whole bunch of plumbing pipes and everything else off. Well, the oil filter's right there. And yeah, it's a tight fit. But you need a secret weapon, which is that. And you can get the oil filter loose, slip it over the top, drop it in the bag, seal it up, and get it out with, I won't say no mess, but minimal mess. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We'll take you along. Okay, we're draining the oil. You will need 2 of these 15-liter pans because one fills up and you need a bit for the rest. Or put your plug back in because it'll overflow the 15-liter pan. Or ballpark what that is anyways. Okay, so while it's up in the air like this, we're going to do that fuel separator. First thing you do is you unplug this sensor wire from up here at the axle. Up there. And then you want to open this water separator drain. Drain it. If you're doing it on the ground or something like that where you're not in a controlled environment, you want to put a hose onto it because it lands right on top of the drive shaft. Luckily we can catch it in our pan here. And then spin that filter out. And we're going to take this sensor out of it and put it in a new one and just put it back together. Okay, we got that off, finally. Up in there, as you can see, that's what it looks like with the filter off. There's the filter, we took the sensor out. This one here was a prime example why you do not use a wrench to tighten, which it wasn't. I put it on, it wasn't tightened with a wrench, but they do tighten up. And as you can see, our tool, we broke it twice. Trying to get that off. It was that tight, and that is ridiculous. So do not tighten them with a wrench, because they tighten themselves. Okay, all back on, sensor in. When you're done, don't forget to plug that wire back in, or you'll get a false reading, a code that water's full, fuel filter's full of water or something like that. So now we're gonna bring her down and temp this, yeah, clear. Temp and show you what to do with this fuel filter. This big old girl comes down quick. She's heavy. So, okay, so keep in mind, it's right, that's good, Dennis. She's right in there.
You want to put it on the stall?
It'll come down to it if it needs to. And we got to get in there and get her loose, and then we got to bag it. Okay. Oh well. Okay. So you need a filter wrench that you can reach in here with. Fairly easy. See, now that's how they should come off. Okay, and then you're going to stop before it's too loose and pour in oil, as long as you can spin it by hand. Okay, so at that point, we're going to get our bag. I'm not going to be able to video this, so I'm going to let you do it while I video it. So just slide your bag up over there. Right up to the top of that filter as far as you can, because when it comes off, it's going to drop. And you got to catch it. It will make still a bit of a mess, but it will keep the mess to a minimum. Okay, can you get her on there then? Okay, so you can get her all the way up to the top. You can see what he's doing here. He's pushing the bag all the way up to the top bottom. So when that filter comes, now spin your filter off. And just keep in mind when you spin that, as it gets close, it's going to want to drop, and you don't want to drop the bag. Trust me, it makes a mess. So. And it's a fairly heavy filter. There you go, you got it?
Nope, not yet.
It's filling up with oil though, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Hard to tell where it's at, but anyways, we'll back up here. Oh, you must be close. The trick is, once it comes down, is keeping that bag on there. Which way are you going?
I'm just pushing the bag back up.
Oh, trying to push. There's not a lot of room. There you go. Now, can you let it go down to the bag where you can close the top of that bag? Because it's got to tilt and come out through that hole. Now it will, but it's a little tricky. You got to get it just right. There's a bit of finagling to get it through there. So if you can zip your bag, if you can't, you're going to make a little mess. But looks like you're getting it. Okay. Now, if you can just get that twisted and turned, it'll come right out through there. Yeah. See? And there you go. You got one oil filter out of a Ram Cummins 6.7 without taking anything apart and without making a big mess. The trick, the zip lock, and go in through the fender. There's a hole there designed specifically for it. You do not have to take off turbo tubes and everything else. Next step, putting her back on. Okay, so we got a new filter. Because when you tip this filter, it's going to dump the oil out. I only fill it about half full. I know some want to fill them, some don't want to fill them. I always like filling my filters. That's your preference. It's got to go back in basically the same way it came out, and that is tilted back towards you. I think you can do it the other way, but I think this might be the easier way. If you got to spill a little, you spill a little. Just don't drop it when you get it in there. So you got to get it in. See, now it goes back in. Now this is the tricky part. You got to get your other hand and get a hold of it. That's pretty good. You didn't even spill any.
I'm good.
Yet.
Until I drop the filter.
Until you drop it, yeah. Don't drop it. You cannot get this filter out from the bottom, people. Trust me. I've looked and tried every which way from Sunday. You can't. It has to come out through here. But like I said before, you can do it without taking anything apart. Can you get your hand under the bottom of it so you can hold it and spin it? Is that light in your way? It is a bit tricky getting it back on.
It's got to re-maneuver.
Yeah, with a little patience. And Dennis has got lots of patience.
You said something about editing. Right?
Never mind. Magic of it. Okay. there it is. Screwed back on, snugged up, and ready to drop to the ground. Then we do the fuel filter and add oil, and we're done. So, just for you guys that aren't sure how to get these rams apart on your 6.7 Cummins, that's the way. Without having to tear a bunch of stuff off the top. Like, I know there's videos out there that tell you to do that, because I come across one. But you don't have to. And it makes absolutely no sense why anybody would want to tear it apart just to change the oil. They're not going to design something that you can't get the oil filter off. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that, because some of these engineers aren't the sharpest. But anyways, 90% of the time, you're going to be able to get it out somehow. Whether it's a door, whatever. There you can see there is actually a clear opening between stuff. And it just takes a little finagling, as you've seen. But you can do it. And you can do it without making a mess if you use a Ziploc, a big Ziploc bag. Okay? So, okay, get back at her. So this is the fuel filter under the hood to change. Our little apprentice here, he's working on it. Right now he's working on, you probably can't see there, but anyways, he's working on the O-ring. He's pulled the filter out. This is your old fuel filter. We're putting the new one in. They come with new O-rings. So make sure you get the old O-ring off of the filter housing and put the new O-ring in. That way you don't have any leaks. So it's a bit of a pain, and they're kind of pernickety, but they will go. It seems like it's way too big, but it will with some persistence. There you go. See, you got the old one out. Now it's getting this one seems way too big. What the heck? Oh, is it, where was it in that one? I can't remember now. Was it top?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's the top seal, not the inside seal. Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, so anyways, put your new O-ring in, put your new filter in. It goes down there. So you got a long extension, get the cap off is easiest. And then you can take it out, pop your new one in, and away you go. Okay, excuse me. And that will basically complete fuel filter and oil changes on this 3500. And now she'll be ready to head to the train station. Till the next time.